take it you don't want to be nominated for coach of the year.
That's not my job.
That's Dwayne's job.
That's the way.
Apparently, Dwayne is your PR.
He's
your campaign manager.
He's a campaign manager.
Well, I looked it up, and you're 15-12 against all the teams that would be in the playoffs. If the playoffs start today, that's pretty good.
That's all right. Yeah. That works.
Yeah, take it.
Yeah.
So, why do you think your team has been so successful against all the good teams?
Well, I think you don't want to be embarrassed. I mean, I think they're always up for the challenge. Win or lose, is being able to see where you stand against the top teams. And we've played a lot of hot teams of late. And so, I just think we're just in the moment. There's nothing where we're saying we need to win this game. It's just about executing the game plan and playing together.
But that is a good thing, because at the end of the day, the good teams are the one that's going to be in the playoffs.
Correct. And hopefully we're one of those teams. But I think it also just gives you confidence that you can compete at a high level against the good teams. And there's a lot of good things that we can take, and there's still things that we can work on and get better at.
Any injury updates?
Davis will still be out, and then that's it. That's all I know right now.
Okay. Houston had a ridiculous comeback against Washington. You guys have handled it pretty well, but how constructive maybe is it to get y'all's attention?
Yeah, we can't take anybody lightly. Again, we've always talked about don't play the record. They have a young team. Silas has done a really good job with them. They can put numbers up really quick, and so our defense will be challenged tomorrow. I think Wood had 8 threes, last night. So again, we're going to have to guard the three-point line, and Jalen is playing at a high level for them.
What do you think of the job that Steven has done with that team, particularly what he had to work with?
Yeah, he's done a great job of teaching. Understanding the journey is about teaching these young kids what it means to work, to be a pro, and then also to teach them how to win. And he's doing a really good job with that group down there.
Jason, I know you're going to say, you're focused on the regular season games remaining, and that you probably don't have a preferred opponent, but I'm curious what playoff preparation looks like right now. Are there a couple staffers already starting to grind film?
Yeah.
Do you sneak looks at the standings here and there and just kind of think about, well, if it is this team, what will we do?
Yeah, no, we haven't even started the preparation for playoffs yet. I think there's 10 games left. We're a little ways away from preparing for the playoffs. With everything being bunched up, we're just focused on ourselves and then the opponent that we're playing that day. For my staff, we're a couple games away from starting to work on playoffs.
Couple games away, okay.
Yeah.
That's how you've done it in the past. Like you try to prefer to
just
let things settle in.
We gotta let. I don't want my staff to work on things that don't make sense.
Last night, some of the late possessions got pretty late in the shot clock.
Yep.
What was going on there? I mean, you guys pulled it out and executed when it mattered, but
our pace. We're not a quick shooting team. We'll use the whole clock if we have to. It's working to get the shot that you want, and we got 2 layups out of those late shot with the clock running down. So. Doesn't matter when you score on the clock, as long as you score and get a good look, and that's what we got. We're not afraid to play deep into the clock. Some teams can be, where you just rush a shot. But it would be interesting to see our shot quality late in the clock, what that looks like.
Well, I was thinking in particular when Dorian put her on the floor, I didn't think I had enough time to do it and went to the basket.
Yeah, I think that just shows the mentality of not panicking. Trusting your skill set, and I think being able to put the ball on the floor gives us another playmaker.
How do you describe what Spencer has been able to do with these 5 weeks he's been here? Because it's like he's been here all season long the way he's been there.
Yeah, he's a pro. Sometimes change is good. Sometimes change is a perfect fit, and what he's done so far, his record speaks for it. But I think he's given us another playmaker, another scorer, something that we needed.
it's a surprise to you the way he's fit in?
Well, when you look at the first 15 in Washington, he was playing at a very high level. And so, again, in Brooklyn, he played at a high level. And for us, he's playing at a high level. And we're going to need that if we want any success going forward.
What does Marquise coming back now do for your big man rotation? Because he's still got a little different skill set maybe than the others.
It gives us depth at that position. Also gives us the opportunity to play Maxey at the 4. But literally, we've gone the other way of going with Dorian at the 5. So, but it's given us depth as he's become healthy here. It gives us another center.
Did you consider Marquise as an option against Minnesota at all?
No.
Why is that?
He wasn't in the rotation. We wanted to look at different things, and he wasn't in it.
Are you guys doing anything differently to help Maxey with his offense? It seems like he's losing his confidence.
Yeah, he's working at it. I wouldn't say he's losing his confidence because if you lose your confidence, you're not going to shoot him. And I think he took 9 shots last night. When you lose your confidence is when you stop shooting the ball. You go through a stretch of the season where shots just don't fall. And that's maybe where he's at right now. But the beauty of what Maxey does is he gives us spacing, he gives us a threat, and we all believe that he's going to make the shot when he takes it. And not just as a coach, but as his teammates, they all believe that he's going to make them. And so that's what's really cool about this situation is that everyone's talking about he might be in a slump, but guys still support him, and guys really truly believe when he shoots it, it's going in.
You saw Tim out there, not really doing a lot, but he is out there. What's he able to do at this point?
Just be out there.
Yeah, no running, no.
He's a ways away.
Okay.
Yeah, there's nothing. There's Tim. Maybe just shoot. But he can't. There's nothing that he can do.
When you say a ways away, you expecting maybe in the playoff? Ways away next season?
Probably. He's a ways away. That's all. There's no timetable in the sense of saying he's going to play in the playoffs. I don't think he is as of right now. No.
Exuberance last night, especially down the stretch. Wondered how it felt to be back with the team and contributing.
It felt good to be back. Obviously, I had situations that I was dealing with personally, but it felt good to be back out there fighting with my guys. On the defensive end, we came out with a defensive mentality. We knew that this was a must-win game for us. We knew how much we had to put into this game for us to come out. We knew that it was going to be feisty. We knew that it was going to be bringing everything to us. So at the same time, everybody was finding their shots, finding their rhythm, and it was good to be able to get a W.
Is everything okay for you now?
Yes, sir.
And is there anything you want to talk about? Or?
No,
That's fine.
Yeah.
Just checking.
But yeah, definitely, I'm definitely better in a better headspace right now. What I was dealing with, but at the same time, I'm glad to be back with my guys, and it's good.
So when you see a guy like Maxey having some struggles, I mean, it's pretty typical for like 3-point shots to kind of come and go.
Yeah.
Have you reached out to him in any way, or?
Maxey is a great shooter. You know what I'm saying? I knew he was a shooter before I even came to the scene. He's a great shooter. It's all about just keep shooting. Now he's gonna find his rhythm. I've been in a shooting slump myself before, and as a shooter, you're gonna find your own rhythm. You'll be able to get out of it. But everybody on this team believe in him to take those shots, and we believe that he's one of the best shooters on this team. He'll find his rhythm, and I just leave that up to him to find.
You've been. Oh, go ahead. Well, I was going to say Houston just had a big comeback win over Washington. Even though you guys have handled it pretty well, does a game like that kind of get your antenna out and make sure you guys don't overlook?
They have some great players on their team. With Green and Porter and Gordon and Wood down low. You know what I'm saying? They got a great team. I mean, they're young, but I mean at the same time, they got some huge wins up under their belt this season, and we know they're a feisty team. You know they're going to be in the passing lanes. They're going to try to jump the game up, but I mean at the same time, we just got to come out and play the game plan that we've been playing against them every time we played them, and just try to get a W.
you've been through this drill before about getting ready for the playoffs, and a win like last night. I mean, the first step is, I'm assuming, you want to avoid that play-in tournament, right?
Yeah.
So putting up 3 games in the loss column now on those guys puts you in a really good position for that season.
Yeah, definitely. We knew how important last night game was for us in the standings, but we just thinking about, game after game after game after game. It was coming down to the stretch. A lot of teams are taking breaks right now, but it's up to us to just keep our foot on the pedal and just keep mashing the gas. And we're just trying to pick up and collect as many wins as we can and put ourselves in a great position to be able to, have one of those top 4 seeds at the end of the season. And that's our main goal right now, just continue to just chip away at these wins and just try to keep it going.
Exciting time?
Exciting time, ready to get after it.
What, can you put a finger on why you guys seem to have flipped the switch? As of, the last month or so, you've been really good at clutch time. Do you have an idea of why that's happened?
We don't give up. We stand dialed in. Our coaching staff, we don't give up. They instill in us, how important it is for us to be able to come out and get these W's. And down the clutch, we go to our guys. That's going to be able to pull us out of those clutch situations. We play as a team. We get defensive stops and come out with a win.
Thank you so much. Appreciate it.
Thank you.
Thank you, sir.